You don't have to be special in order to be great. You don't have to be special in order to be successful. A lot of us come from poverty. Most of us start from poverty, not born in the greatest situations. There's a majority of us who grow up in those situations and unfortunately stay in those situations. And then there's a certain amount of people who grow up in those similar situations and somehow turn things around, turn their lives around, turn their futures around to where you wouldn't have never thought that they grew up in the background that they grew up in. I'm hoping to be one of those people, but we'll see what the future is like. I know if you live a lifestyle like myself, we grew up in a lot of different places in a lot of different times, still hoping for something beautiful to happen at any given moment, at any given time. And truthfully, to this day, I'm still hoping for nothing but the best for myself and my family. And honestly, if you're watching this, for you. But it's hard. It's super hard. And I've noticed with any small rewards or small wins or small completions, there's just this one thing that I've noticed and that we all know, but some of us lose track of it over time. Tom Brady said, in order to be successful, you just have to do everything that everybody else is not doing. A lot of people are doing it, but there's a small percentage of people doing it for a long time. Because most of us get tired of it. Most of us want something new. Most of us are focused on the wrong thing. Most of us are focused on too many things. And most of us just want it now, so we'll do anything to get it. It's one thing that stems from a lot of things. And it's consistency. I've just noticed that anything that I've wanted, and I'm saying this from a space of small wins because I'm nowhere near what my ideal life would be. And there's still so much time left and I hope in my life. That consistency builds discipline. For some reason, this idea of time, you're so much more systematic. You're so much more not open to bad. Consistency just stems from a lot of things. And honestly, if you're consistent in the wrong thing, you're going to do the wrong thing. If you're consistent in the right thing, you're going to do the right thing. I believe that consistency yields results. Consistency is different for everybody. Depending on your goals, it could take 20 years to be consistent. It could take 5 years. It could take 10 days. It could take 10 weeks to be consistent. But I think most people put how they feel over what they should do stems them away from the consistency. And I believe that most of us who have been born in situations that we didn't necessarily want to be in, we feel a lot. And we try our best to not feel. But some of our decisions are coming from feeling. And I believe that that's why a lot of us stay where we are. We go by what we feel and not what we should do. And I think if you're trying to break a generational curse, if you're trying to start something new, if you're trying to be the first in your family to do something, the start of something new, you have to sometimes put how you feel to the side because this thing that you're doing is bigger than you. This thing that you're doing is not necessarily for you. Yes, you're the person doing it, but you were the chosen one. And I think the people that God chooses, they take on a lot. They feel a lot. They do a lot of different things that not everybody feels. If you feel like that you're that person, consistency has to be your friend. It has to be. Because that consistency builds that discipline. And that motivation, that feeling is not always going to be there. So who are you going to be when it gets hard? Who are you going to be when it becomes easy? Who are you going to be when you're distracted? Who are you going to be when there's temptation? Who are you going to be when you don't feel like yourself? You have to build this foundation, the basics, before you could get to this marvelous, this thing that you are looking for and that you want. And I believe that if you're consistent in your life for however long you have to be consistent for, there's no reason why you shouldn't get what you get. Like, you deserve it if you've been consistent. I just kept resonating with this Tom Brady video so freaking much these last couple of weeks. And he's just like, yo, you don't have to be special in order to be great. And I think most of us are trying to be special in order to be great. And you don't have to be. It's the things that you get tired of that you have to be. Because all these great people, and I said it in the shorts that I did recently, all these great people had to lose in order to win. But they didn't see their loss as a loss because they wanted to learn. So that loss was a learning process for them to win. And I think when you look at the numbers, the statistics, you see like, oh wait, they kind of lost a lot. But the wins that they did accomplish were so much more worth it because of how much losing they were doing, how much learning they were doing. It's just something about the consistency over time that brings you to where you want to go. I think most people are just not consistent enough. It's not even that you're not strong enough. You're just not consistent enough to get to where you're trying to go. It should show in the amount of work, the amount of effort, and the amount of consistency that you put in over time. So remember, like every day, when you're trying to do something, when you have goals, when you're, trying to accomplish something, that I don't have to be special. I just have to be me. And in order to be me, it takes a certain amount of work. It takes a certain amount of effort that I have to put in because of where I'm at. Not because of what people are telling me, not because of what people are showing me, but because of where I'm at. Take and be a student of life, but understand where you are. Over time, man, I just can't see how it wouldn't work. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from for a number of reasons, because I've been telling this to myself every day when I feel like I don't want to do something. I'm just like, yo, if you have goals, how else are you supposed to get them? Like, how else are you supposed to reach your full potential without the consistency in these things? You have to do it. Then that's what you have to do. Listen, man, I love y'all. You are special, but you don't have to be special. Consistency yields results. Consistency just waiting on you. Your goals are just waiting on you. Your goals know how much time you have to put in, but you have to understand it. So I'm hoping that whatever goal you're trying to reach, whatever thing that you're trying to accomplish, that you get it, that you have it, that you endure it. And not only that you endure it, but you spread the word, that you plant what you've learned into others so that they can grow within themselves as well. Because that's what it's about. It's about growing within ourselves, knowing we didn't come from the best, but making the best out of our situation and understanding that if I could do it, that somebody else can. And if it's a chain reaction, that it's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing to, be able to help someone, accomplish something that it's hard to get out of. Because it shows how strong, how smart, how much you wanted something. And it didn't matter how much time it took. It just mattered that you were strong enough to get there. So it's Sunday, so God bless y'all. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. I hope y'all have a beautiful week, and I love y'all. Peace.